Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel, Curiosity Box. I'm in a very talkative mood tonight, and this video isn't meant to offend anyone or upset anyone, so I'm sorry if I do, but I'm learning about dissociative identity disorder, and I want to talk about some weird things, because I still haven't had my autism official diagnosis yet, which is really annoying because they've made me wait out nearly a whole year, which is completely ridiculous. But these are some things that happen to I never talk loud enough on these videos. Let me sit closer. These are some things that have happened to me ages ago that I still haven't been able to explain. Now, a few years ago, when I wasn't on medication, because I'm on antidepressants now, I had like this thing where I can still picture my head standing in my bathroom. This is the second time it happened, and there's like clouds, and it felt like clouds coming behind me and sort of reaching out to get me, and I could feel it coming. It's like, and I was dreading it eventually arriving on me. And then what it felt like was like, it's hard to describe, but she went on holiday. Now she, I guess, is somebody else, and I thought I was her, but it turned out I wasn't. I'm not her, because she went on holiday, and then she didn't come back for a week. I was just sat huddled up, watching the telly, being really scared, and I thought. And that's when I discovered Andrew Garfield in Boy A. It's where I like Andrew Garfield a lot. I think he's a good Spider-Man. But this has happened on 4 separate occasions, I think, where like she's gone away, and I'd wake up each morning. I was like, oh, she's not back yet. I'm not normal again yet. Then I would look in the mirror and think, like me, that's not me, it's not me. My hands, they're not me. And it go on for a week. Now I think possibly, now I've got more focus, I know I want to be a freelance illustrator. I want that for my career. I've got more focus now, and I do YouTube videos. And back then, perhaps I wasn't using my talents or something, but I am on antidepressants now, so, and back then I hadn't accepted that I might possibly be autistic, because that came up when I was 17, and I didn't really understand it. It's only in the past couple of years that I've actually accepted that I might be autistic. I am. That I'm on the spectrum. So back then I guess my whole life has been about not knowing why I'm so different, and not knowing why everybody hated me, and why there's the one person in class who initially wasn't invited to a party until they were made to invite me. So I spent my whole life so far, like in my teens and childhood, not knowing why I was different, why everybody hated me and what to do or anything. And I'm not going to tell you about some other stuff, because it's sort of scared, because it's not really suitable to actually broadcast, I don't think, because I'm not really allowed to say. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff where I didn't know why I'd done something wrong. So, but then I'm at 14 I was horrid. 14 I clicked, and I was completely horrid for a whole year. And I know I was, but I was just angry, and just anger bursting out of me, and destructive energy bursting out of me. But that was like when I was 14, and then around about 14, 15, school tie. I could do something with this. I don't want to say explicitly, but I looked at my school tie in a very significant way, and I just, it was horrible because I didn't fit in. Not that nowadays I don't want to fit in, but I just, every little thing, every day there was something wrong, so I dreaded going outside. And I guess I'm still technically scared of going outside and meeting people. Sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm excited, but I guess technically compared to my brother, I'm totally different. I'm totally too scared. He's just like rich. He's rich and a globetrotter and just in your face, but not like bad, but it's just, and I'm just like scared of a lot of the time. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, so there's the kid, and then my most recent thing, when I get a whole year, when I don't get proper weirdo sick, like, then I count that as, yay, I got through a year without having a big sickness. Because I sort of dread the big sickness, because my last big sickness was last year, and I went to see my brother and that in London, and then the next day I was like, I want to go to the Food Museum, it'd be so awesome. So I went to the Food Museum. I was fine when I was sitting in Freud's garden, because it's nice bright, and as soon as I get in there, I have this thing, I was like, what happens is I lose part of my vision, so my vision sort of goes fuzzy and I can't see, and then I sort of feel sick, and then I just don't start unfeeling, not unfeeling, sort of drifting unreal, and I was like drifting around the Food Museum, and I saw my dad's like, I don't feel well, and then I managed to actually ransack the gift shop before, because I was like, I'm getting sick, I'm drifting away, but I'm going to buy loads of stuff before I leave. So I managed to get to the till and buy loads of stuff before I left. So it was fun, but now half the stuff makes me feel weird, so I can't even use it anyway, but I've got loads of books, but it makes me feel weird, which is a bit of a pisser. Because there's cool stuff, but it just makes me feel weird now. And then what I do get how I can express that I'm sick. I don't want to go into a sandwich place to sit up properly, have some food. I'm sick. I can't see. Like, I'm completely losing consciousness and you're dragging me into a sandwich restaurant. Please don't do that. The other time was at Cheshire Oaks. I was working through the shops, and I just started going, and then I managed to get to the car, and it's like, I'm sick, I feel ill. What do they do? Let's go to London. No. It's like, or Llandudno. It's like, what? I'm sick, I feel sick. Apparently they didn't believe it till I was vomiting all over myself in the back of the car on the way home. So I did tell you. Just like, so if that happens to me when you're with me, I am probably going to be sick, and you're probably going to need to take either a very vague fairy me or a completely unconscious me back to somewhere. So that's why I have my little niggling scared bit whenever I go have a big day out somewhere, because there's a little scaredy bit that I might get my big sickness. So I hope I don't. But yeah, at the food museum, I got to the car and I woke up at my brother's house in my room where I was made to sleep on an inflatable bed, which is perhaps maybe part of the reason. And I was being sick, and I don't know how I got there, because I possibly remember getting like held up to go through his front door, but it was very vague and fuzzy. And then they blamed me for being sick. It was like, excuse me, I wasn't even conscious, I wasn't even there, I couldn't even see, because apparently I was sick on my auntie's cardigans. Like, you're sick on my cardigans. Like, what cardigan? I couldn't even see, I wasn't even there. So, and then apparently I was going on about being anorexic. I wasn't really. And I remember I did say one of the things where I knew I said that, but apparently I said it before, and then they were angry at me because I was talking about anorexia. It's like, I wasn't there. I see. I don't know what this video is about really, but I'm just saying I'm learning about it. I've forgotten another thing now. But yeah, I don't know if it was because the Fruit Museum or if it was because there's like everything in there or something else that happened. But yeah, so I'm learning about dissociation and dissociative identity disorder, and I'm going to talk to the experts about like those instances, because I didn't actually do that. And that was up here in his red chair. There's my blokey who lives here, and he is very smart, and he has very smart clothes, and he's got a little Jack Russell doggy, and he's got a red chair and a big bookcase, and that's where he lives. But I'm learning about dissociative identity disorder and dissociation. I've completely lost the thread of this video. But I was going to do some pictures too on my blog, but I've said it all on the video now, so I don't know if I will. I've completely lost the thread of everything in this video, so I hope this wasn't offensive or upsetting to anybody, because I didn't mean it to be. I just wanted to talk about it, because I feel sort of very talkative tonight. But so yeah, I'm going to have to stop because I've completely lost the thread of this video and I've just gone weird. So I might do some more videos talking about stuff like this. If I don't know. So guns, because I guess in my dreams I do have regular places I go to. There's the beach. Now I was thinking of drawing them for my blog, but I don't want to draw them because they might go away then. Because I don't want them to go away. Because there's a beach, and then there's this hotel with the swimming pool up there, and then you've got the cliffs, and it's quite a nice beach actually. So there's that beach, which is a different beach from the France beach, which comes round here, and then there's a bit of sand here and some lovely water. It's sort of a bit of a campsite, basically, with some nice camps. Then there's the nice camps, nice like sort of caravan thing. And then there's this bit, like sort of my real life shopping place where I go regularly, but it's also a different city. But I know the exact street, and there's like a big bookshop here, and it's got 2 floors, and it's really cool, and there's usually some good books in it. And then down the street there's the comic shop, which is a bit like Forbidden Planet, and they have 2 floors, and they used to have all the Buffy stuff on the top floor, but they've moved it downstairs since. And the staff in there, pretty nice, really cool. And then occasionally there's a warehouse, a big room next door, and they have like a big sale, which is really cool. And there's usually lots of stuff, and there's usually lots of anime and manga, which is awesome. Then there's also this big market what happens, and it's the top. It's like, in real life it's like sort of the spatial area of my old primary school, and they have all these stalls, and they have book stalls, and then there's these other stalls what they have, and then there's also, it's like France, and it's like sort of a lush there. Then you go down and there's sort of like a fun fair, and there's loads of stalls as well. So, and there's a train, but I don't really like getting on the train because I get a bit scared of going on the train a bit. And then there's some water slides as well. There's another part of the dream, part of my dream landscape is these water slides you go down. They're alright. They're quite fun, but sometimes scary. And then a bit of my dream, there's the hotel area, and then there's sort of dorm room bits, which is interesting. And then there's the big theatre. There's a big theatre, and there's a stage there, and all these seats. And then there's a cinema section, and you've got cinema bits, and they have the seats there, the 3D bit. They just have like quite interesting films there. Sometimes I only get to sometimes I try to get to the ticket booth and to actually get into the cinema, because if I can't get a ticket, I can't decide what to see. This is pretty much permanent landscape in my head. I don't always visit it, but it is permanent landscape. It's permanently there, basically. And there's somewhere else. Now I'm trying to deliver it out of my mouth. It's getting stuck. But my old house, my recurring dream from my old house was my childhood bedroom, and there was an evil radio right in this dream. And every time I drifted into that bedroom, it was like the evil radio. I have to get out of the bedroom, because I am actually a very lucid dreamer, so I can like convey things about. But usually my dreams where I feel really uncomfortable is in my childhood home, and the big windows looking out for me from my bigger bedroom, which is my brother's bedroom, what I moved into. It's either space with rockets and things, and I get scared because it's space and rockets and stars, or it's like houses, which is like a bit like the street what I used to see out the window, but these houses usually like burst into flames and things like that, or there's a big plane crash. There tends to be plane crashes a lot, and then there's usually people, strangers, like parked up in a van, and they're coming up the drive, and I hide, and I don't like it. But I know I do a lot of, when I go up the stairs, it's the stairs of my childhood home, but I do like sort of hover a lot and try and climb up the stairs really quick. But I also when I'm using stairs, I'm usually like gliding down them and sort of air surfing down the stairs. So my childhood home dreams are usually scary. And then there's the jungle area, which has got the lions. There's a boat on the sort of river bit, and it's like a big long rivery section. And then there's lions and things, so I don't like going past lions kind of things. And then there's the house, the cottage in France, which is we had a real life cottage for a few years, but it's been sold now, and it's partly that, and then there's a field, and then there was a big field in front of it, but there's like cows and things, and we see things from the field. Then to get there, there's other streets and things that you go up to, and then there's this other French street, and it's up like this, and it's all sort of fairly old houses, but there is one house which is really posh. It's like, whoa, they've got a really posh house. And then the other place is the great big mansion, which has got a tiny little room, and it's really well decorated, but I don't like going in there because it's a bit scary and spooky. Then there's a big room, and then there's these bigger rooms. Now, they used to have really nice bathrooms in, like a spa, like a big curvy bathtub and a hot tub. But in the dream, Mum and Dad decided to get rid of the bathrooms, and it's like, oh, that's really annoying, because I love them bathrooms, you've got to redecorated it. It's like, so they redecorated it and got rid of the bathrooms, which is madness, because they were lovely. So now they're all different. Then, there was a bar area which got attached to it, and you could see from inside the bar glass walls outside the street. Now, oftentimes I have lots of dreams now of Doctor Who and Amy and Rory, and I'm directing it, and it gets very, very emotional, because my most recent dream, I was doing a Doctor Who episode, I was emotionally acting, proper Oscar winning performance, and on the tally, it wasn't me, it was River Song. So, of course, River Song, and I was saying, wow, from that River Song episode, and it's like, oh, I did it. It's like so annoying. So, I had a relationship with David Tennant for a while, and then I sort of went to Matt Smith, and David Tennant got pissed off with me. And Christopher Eccleston told him, I told you so, mate, I told you so. Because I went off with Matt Smith. But now I sort of have a relationship with Benedict Cumberbatch. But I can do something really cool as Benedict Cumberbatch. I can make him appear, which is awesome. Because in one dream I was waiting just outside, and he's come round, and then and he came round the corner with Martin Freeman. It's like, yes, it's awesome. And then my old safe place, what I used to go to, was the Being Human house. Now this was a street of my own creation. I knew exactly where to go. Most of the time when I'm searching for places, I am flying, which is awesome. I know it's the Being Human house to see George and Mitchell, because they're my safe people, and I used to hang out with them. So, I didn't do that as much anymore really, but I know when I'm in my dreams and I'm flying, I know where I'm going, and I can summon everything. When I fly, I just push from the floor, and it's sort of flap to get upwards, and then I'm soaring over. It's like, what shall we do? Then recently, I was flying with somebody else, and we were lifting this big metal frame onto the top of the house. It's like, steady, steady. It's quite heavy, you know. Steady, right, angle it right. So that was very accurate flying. So that's why I've been thinking opening my dream flying school in my dreams to teach people to fly, because I tend to be quite good at that. I keep losing my thread of thought. So my dream world is huge, but it's always familiar places. there used to be this thing where I'd be in a factory and you used to get to the stairs or the lift and it'd be like really horrible. It's like, but I say recently, but time wise it wasn't recently, but I learned how to lucid dream away from that, because I thought, oh, it's factories, lifts, we're not going to do that, and I backed off, so I can back off from it now and not do that. So it's usually lifts and stairways and things, and going in lifts in hotels. It's horrible in my dreams, sort of like I back away from that now. But yeah, so if you want me to do some sort of dream diary thing, whenever something interesting happens, I might do that. Is anything else going to pop up in my head? Yes. Also, when I go to sleep, I can usually, I don't pretty much hear everybody talking around my parents and people just sing random things, and then sometimes usually it's here, it's like, shut up, I'm trying to sleep, and sometimes it's in my head and I'm like, what are you on about? Stop. Usually I don't know whether it happens regularly or not, it's hard to say, but usually it's like loads of people talking in my head. It's like, shut up, I'm trying to sleep. And then it's like, and then sometimes like, what are you on about? Hey, what did you say that for? It's like I'm replying to them, so they say some crazy things sometimes, like, shut up. My head is noisy here. Really noisy here. But yeah, so I'm learning about dissociation, because one time I nearly got left behind at the supermarket because I was looking at the PS handheld thingamajig. I was like reading a magazine about it, and like, what happens, like everything else sort of, that I'm in a bubble, everything else disappears. It's like, so I nearly got left in the supermarket. And then a few days ago, it was fairly recently, everything, all the books attacked me in Tesco, and I came right up here. It's like, I need to get out of the shop, this is weird. So I had to get out of the shop then. I don't really have a train of thought now, so if anybody wants to give me a guideline or framework to answer some questions, that'd be awesome, but I think I'm going to shut up now. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Yay. Hi again. I forgot a little bit. So after I'd been to the food museum, I was sick for nearly a whole day, and then when that all happened, I was pretty much anorexic, officially anorexic. Not that any expert said, but I had barely big enough arms and sticky out ribs, and I looked in the mirror and it wasn't me for a week, and my dad just said, oh, you just eat these glucose tablety things. And that took nearly a week before it was me again, because I was like I just totally really scaredy, and I looked in the mirror and thought, ugh. And I was like, these hands aren't mine again yet. So I don't know if that because all my nutrients fell out or something else, I'm not sure. But this is something I forgot, which is kind of funny really. When I was in one of my states a few years ago, I used to watch Heroes. I was like quite into watching the first series and that. And then one night I was lying on my bed. I was like, shit, I'm not going to be able to save the world. My superpowers are rubbish, because I thought I had to save the world and that my superpowers aren't good enough. I was like, shit, Silo's gonna come, he's gonna end the world, shit. I'm like, my superpowers, what am I gonna do? I was really, really worried about not being good enough to help save the world from Sidar, because I thought it was actually real. So that's something else that happened. So that's just a little bit that I forgot. So I hope you have... I keep saying that too fast. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.